I love plants. I believe a person can make his or her own life. Nobody can do it for you. And it is based on three things: believing in yourself, having the courage to look at life in a different perspective, and making the choices that you think that they are the right ones for you. You can never say that because of this circumstance, so my life is collapsing and there's nothing I can do about it. We make our own choices. We make our own lives. You know, you can find some people who are living in places like paradise, but still they are sad, they're not happy, they feel that they are lacking of a lot of things. A good life comes from within. It's not from the outside world. When I was a little girl, my childhood was in a convent, nuns' school, if I would call it. My mother at that time thought that this is the best education. She wanted us to have the best education, me and my sister. And we were there alone. You know, I can live with a broken heart or with being sad that I would think that I was left alone over there without my parents, but it's the opposite. I thought that the best way to think about it, and it is realistic as well, is to think that I was lucky enough to be exposed to a different kind of religion, to different people, different culture, which built up my personality that it is today, and it made me more confident. So it depends on the way you look at things, from which perspective. When I was, for some time in my life, when I was stressed, I didn't live with my depression and my sadness and failure. I made my decision to search and to look for the best knowledge that I can have to save myself. And today, I can tell you that I'm glad that I went through that era of my life. So, for some time I lived in a very strict environment, and it was really closed, and anybody would think that that you can never be free and you cannot have the life you wanna have, and this is not true at all. By experience and by actions, I made the choice that I would make my own life, and I did the parties that I want, I gathered the people that I want, and even me being alone, I made my own atmosphere in the house. I grabbed a book to read. I was feeding my brain with knowledge. I made the best out of it. And at the same time, I was traveling whenever I could. I was getting exposed to different places to get the knowledge of that place and to know the culture and to know how the people think, of course, in a different way. So you get more knowledge and you interact with people and you learn how to respect them. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, it's not the time nor the place nor the circumstances. It's you who does the life that you want. I made a choice, and I knew that I am responsible for my own life. I can always nag from now till 20 years from now that I'm not having the perfect life and I'm lacking of this and that, and I can always complain. But I chose to make my own life. Because I believe that we make our own lives. We make the right atmosphere inside our home, candles, with music, with anything we want. We are the ones who are taking the action towards what we like, what we want, what we appreciate. And this is how life is made, and this is how we make our own lives. Even if there is somebody who's living with you who doesn't understand you, you can learn how to separate yourself from that person and live the life you want to live. I tried this before, and I learned that when a person is positive, the negative will go away, so you make your own life. Nagging will get a person to nowhere. You can always be creative, you can always be full of love, and you will find that you will be attracting the best of the best, the things that you really love. So we make our own lives. Our lives is never going to be done by others nor by circumstances. It is us who will do our lives. When we go through experiences in life, and even if they are hard ones, we can always choose to get healed and to learn and to pass it. So life afterwards will get easier. So instead of taking a whole week in order to pass this hard time, it will take you a couple of days, and later on it will take you 1 hour, and later on it will take you only 15 minutes. So life gets easier when you make your own life, when you make your own decision. It's not by having materialistic things around you, or it has nothing to do with a nice house or a nice car, lovely people around. It's you who makes it. It's you who create this kind of life by making the right choices, by making the choices that you think that they are the right ones for you. Just live and be happy and enjoy life and make your own life. I still remember when I was trapped in a hospital. I was so sick at that time, and I managed to fly away with the knowledge, with the laptop, with reading and learning and knowing things that I didn't learn when I was out of the hospital. So it's not the place, it's not the people, it's you. You are creative, you can always benefit out of any circumstances happening to you in a positive way. You will learn how to be positive. You know, when I go back and I remember whatever hard time I went through, I feel now that I'm glad that I went through all that, because it made me where I am today. It made me understand, it made me learn. Even though it's hard, it's okay. This shaped me, shaped my personality, shaped my confidence. We make our own lives, and we should be proud. You can't imagine how proud you will feel when you know that you are the one who's in control and you're the one who's making your life.